Hi guys, welcome to Karmakar's Kitchen with me Shruti. It's okay to crave for pizza and it's also okay not to have yeast around. You can still bake a pizza. Today's recipe is no oven and no yeast pan pizza on the stovetop. So let's get started. The first step is to make the pizza dough, for which in a large bowl add 1 cup of all-purpose flour or maida. Into this goes salt half teaspoon, baking powder 1 teaspoon, baking soda 1/4 teaspoon. I'm also gonna add garlic powder half teaspoon. Baking powder and baking soda are important, so don't skip that part. I'm also adding dry basil leaves about half teaspoon. Garlic powder and dry basil leaves are totally optional. Combine the dry ingredients nicely. With this much quantity of flour, we will be getting 1 pizza, but if you want to make 2 pizzas, then just add another cup of flour. It's time to add the wet ingredients, starting with plain yogurt about half a cup. Combine it well with the flour mix. Yogurt will relax the gluten in the dough and make the pizza base tender. I'm using my hands to mix and crumble, the best tool ever. It's time to add the next ingredient, which is oil. Here I'm adding cooking oil about 2 tablespoons. Get any cooking oil, refined oil or vegetable oil of your choice. The next wet ingredient is the warm milk. Add gradually, bit by bit. Since we have already added yogurt, we don't need too much of milk. A total of about 2 tablespoons of milk I have added here. The dough will be sticky at first, but that's perfectly alright. Once we add oil into it, the dough will become smooth and pliable. Here I am adding a little bit of more oil, about 1 teaspoon, and I'll knead it again. See, the dough is not sticky anymore. And here we have a smooth, pliable dough ready for resting. Cover the bowl with a plastic wrap and set aside for resting. For better results, leave it to rest for 2 hours or a minimum of 1 hour. So see you after 1 hour. So I'm back after 1 hour. I left the dough in a warm place for resting. And just look at it, the dough has risen beautifully. And now I'm gonna knead it a little bit more before rolling. It's time to roll the dough into a nice pizza base. Therefore, dust some flour on the surface. Place the dough and flatten it out a little bit before rolling. Now with a rolling pin, roll the dough into a flat base. Keep the thickness as per your choice. Thin or thick crust, whichever you choose. My pizza base is ready. The next step is to add the toppings. But before adding toppings, we need to prepare the pan for baking. Therefore, get a wide frying pan and brush some oil into it. It's imperative to grease the pan as to avoid pizza getting burnt or stuck to the base. Put the base in the pan and with your hand, press gently at the sides to create a dent. Now get a fork and prick all over the base. This will allow the pizza base cook uniformly. Spread some generous amount of pizza sauce. Cover the base nicely and evenly with the sauce. Now comes the best part of all, my favorite cheese toppings. So here I am spreading some good amount of mozzarella cheese. I prefer the blended flavor of mozzarella and cheddar, therefore I am topping it up with shredded cheddar cheese. I like the sharp taste of it, but cheddar is totally optional, you can go with only mozzarella. Add cheese to your heart's content, after all it's a pizza, it has to be a stringy and cheesy one. I want my pizza to be healthy as well, therefore I'm adding some diced bell peppers. Add veggies of your choice. My kids love pepperoni pizza, but I don't have pepperoni available. So what I'm doing, I have cut these chicken sausages diagonally and shallow fried it, and now I'm going to top the pizza with these sausages. One final spread of mozzarella and cheddar cheese. For the seasoning, I'm gonna sprinkle some chili flakes. Skip this part if you don't wanna add chili flakes. Some freshly ground black pepper. One final but most important ingredient is oregano, so sprinkle some generous amount of it. And that's it, pizza is ready to go on the stove top. Hob on and place the pan on the stove top and keep the flame between medium to low. Cover with a lid. Also seal the vent with some tissue and bake for about 12 minutes or until the cheese is melted and the crust is golden in color. After 12 minutes, remove the cover and there you have no yeast pan pizza. Check the doneness by pricking a fork and you can see it has come out clean. The pizza is ready to serve. The pan pizza with all its perfection and glory. Do try this recipe at home and let me know how did it turn out in the comment section below. If you found this recipe helpful, then please leave a like and also share. Subscribe my channel for new videos every week and hit the bell icon. That way you won't miss any of my new videos. I'll be back with a new one. Till then, stay safe. Bye-bye.